Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jesleal in this incarnation. So today I want to talk about astrology. I think it's very important to talk about this because I want to I want to explain something in the next videos about our natal chart, just to check just to everybody can check in their own natal chart. So it's important to explain a little bit. I will give like a little seed just to give this information and to know that astrology, it's an energetic code. Actually, it's not that the signs are not people. Everything could be associated with astrology, everything. So this is a language, and this is such an extensive knowledge that the horoscope we see in the magazines are not even closer to what astrology really is. But many people are approaching more to this language. So I wanna explain the codes and what the signs are today, like in the high and the low frequency. Of course, there's no black and white, and there's so much in the middle. But I'm not talking only about people. I'm talking about the code of that energy, and I'm going to put a natal chart on the screen right now just to give an example. That is the natal chart of Michael Jackson. I always use that because we are all of that. That is the what we call mandala. It's like a piece of cake with many pieces, which are the houses, and all the lines are the aspects. So this is the portal in which we choose to incarnate in this life, and this is a map to guide us. So it's a very, very useful tool, actually. And nobody is only its sign. When we are talking about which is your sign, we are talking about the position of the sun, and that's the part of our natal chart with which we identify more from the charter. But there's a lot of other parts that are very important. And the next days, I want to explain about the function of the moon in the natal chart, because it means many things, and I will explain this later. But it is linked with the bond we had with our mother and with the mother archetype too. It's not only like the mother; it's all the things that were surrounded us when we were children, and it is about a pattern. When we are not vibrating it with consciousness, it's a pattern that we repeat from an inertia, and that prevents us from integrate other parts of our natal chart that are very important for our evolution. So I'm not going to do many videos about astrology, but I think this part, the moon part, it's very, very important, and I want to sit like the curiosity for you to look for information. Of course, we have to activate our discernment to these things, because there's many information in the internet, and I don't like no, it's not the phrase, but I don't find useful the kind of astrology that conditionates us, because astrology is a guide. It's energy that it's available to know what is happening and to co-create with consciousness, but it's not something that is telling us what we are going to do, because we can choose. We have the free will thing that I already explained what it's about, because many times we have to experience many things, but we can choose how to transcend that. So nobody is, again, nobody's its sign. We are all the whole natal chart, and all the aspects, and everything is connected. In fact, reading of a natal chart, it's an art that it's very Aquarian, because we have to connect many parts, and it would take a whole life to explain astrology in a profound way. So the main intention with this is for you to get more in touch with this, and just to give a little bit information, and to explain the things I want to explain later. So this is like a fast sight of the energies. I'm going to start by talking about Aries, which is the first energy of the zodiac. It's a cardinal of fire, and each element has this cardinal, fixed, and mutable energy. I will explain this along the chat. And Aries is linked with the consciousness that initiates. It's the holy spark that comes from spirit and start things. So Aries is the starter of the zodiac and of the fire energy, and its regent is Mars, that which is a planet of action. And the sign in which we have Mars in our natal chart describes the way that we act for our desires. It's the way that we used to go for what we want. And Aries is a lot about desire. It's a lot about self-affirmation. It is linked with the house 1 of our natal chart that I told you that there was like a cake with many pieces, and those pieces are the houses. And it's about velocity, fast things. It's about healthy competition. It's about sports like running or martial arts. Imagine a run, just running without even seeing what is in front of it. So people who incarnate with this energy, and I already told you that nobody is only its sign, it's the position of the sun, but people with this energy are road openers, are initiators, are people who actively open the road for others. And the low frequency could be act without regard of others, regard to others, or selfishness could be, or acting without even thinking about what we are doing. That's the low frequency. But of course, we are never there or there. We are experimenting the consequences of our actions, and it's okay, to express the low vibration of these energies, because we are learning, actually. So Taurus is the fixed energy of Earth. Its regent is Venus, and that's why Taurus is linked with worth. It's linked with economy. It is linked with Earth and the body, but the material body, the material plane. Actually, it is linked with nature, the countryside, the senses, the smell, the taste, the touch, the 5 senses, actually. And it is linked with arts, but the arts that we can produce with our hands, like ceramic, like dancing, like painting. It's very physical. It's a very physical sign, and it is linked with money, because it's linked with worth. So and these themes are linked strictly with Venus. So people that incarnates with this energy, I think the high frequency, it's that they are constructors. They are people who know the time, the process of time that takes in this material plane to give shape. And I think that the low frequency could be, being possessive, or accumulate to feel secure. That could be the low frequency of people that are incarnated with Taurus energy. So let's go with Gemini, and I had to stop the video because I started laughing, and actually laugh and jokes are things that are very linked to Gemini, and this energy is the mutable of air, and its regent is Mercury. Mercury, it's a very fast planet, very unquiet, So Gemini, it's about communication, because Mercury, what in the sign in which we have Mercury, describes the way we think and the way we express our ideas. So of course this is linked with communication, but for example, the process of division of cell when it's creating a whole new being, that is a Gemini process, Geminian process. I don't know if that's the word. It is linked with the eternal pupil, because this is an energy about looking for knowledge. It's about curiosity, but the curiosity of a kid, for example, when the kid is asking why this, why that, that kind of things are linked with Gemini. And it's an energy of association. It is linked with the journalism, for example, or the people that have a program TV, for example. There are hosts and have many invited people, and they have to bring a theme to get a conversation with them and to link very different people, for example. Energy Gemini, it's linked with the brothers, represents the brothers too, in our family, and the neighbors, the people that we know, like that are close to us. So the high frequency of Gemini, it's about the transmission of ideas. It's about communicating. It's about having good ideas and the curiosity to look for information and transmit that, and to know, the multitasking thing. It's something very Gemini. I am a Gemini, and I have many planets there. But the low frequency of Gemini could be the distraction, starting something and never finish it. And Aries could do that too. But in the case of Gemini, it's about I started other thing, so I quit. I never finished that because I was distracted with other thing, or a butterfly fly along the way, so I got seeing that. It's more about that. Okay, we're going to Cancer. Cancer is the cardinal energy of water, and its regent is the moon. So Cancer, it's about the mother, it's about nutrition, it's about vulnerability, emotions. It is linked with the history, the past, the things I remember. It is about sensitive, and it is about protection, and think about the archetype of mother, So Cancer people, I think they are high frequency. It's about the nutrition of others. It's about make other people feel feel at home. And the low frequency could be seeing everything like with pink glasses, romantized. I don't know if that's a word. Sorry for my English, but I need a lot of vocabulary I don't have right now to explain this. So it's about the low frequency could be to be stuck in the past, to and to always remember like older times were better. That could be the low frequency of Cancer. an example, a very little one. So let's go to the energy of Leo. It's the fixed energy of fire. So when we are talking about fixed energies, we're saying that they are like the crystallized energies of the element. So the regent of Leo, it's the sun itself. So this is energy of expression, of shine with the talents we have. It's about singers, people that are in a scenario showing their talents. It's about the expression of the authenticity of we are. Freddie Mercury was a Leo ascendant, so he is a very good example about it. But well, when we have this energy in the ascendant, it's different how we approach this energy. I will explain this in other occasion. Now we're going to continue with the energy of Leo. So I think that the high frequency of Leo, it's about knowing what they are good at and really express it, and without fear of being what they are. But the low energy could be pride, could be feeling like they are more than other people, just put themselves in a in a superior place. That could be the low energy and the pride at most. So let's go with a Virgo. Virgo, it's an energy, it's immutable of Earth, and its regent is Mercury too. So it's a very it is very linked with the mind too, in spite of being an energy of Earth. But Virgo, it's more that about the detail, the pieces of the system, the pieces that made the system function, like the parts of a watch, for example, or the parts of a clock, sorry. It could be, it is linked with health, with pets. It is linked with the service to others too. And to be pragmatic, organized, clean. These things are very, very linked to Virgo. So I think the high frequency of people that incarnate this energy is about being very pragmatic, being very practical. There are people that can organize and be responsible with their routines in a high frequency, and they are very they have this disposed of being at service with others and to offer service. And the low frequency of Virgo, I think it is criticism, like every time seeing the thing that it's not okay, seeing the wrong thing in the things or in the people, and put many so much attention on the detail. If it's not perfect, I will not do it, for example. That could be the low frequency of Virgo, because perfection, it's not something possible, but we can get better every time. We are here in Libra, and Libra, it's the cardinal energy of air. Its regent is Venus too. So Libra, it's about beauty, because Venus, it's a planet that represents worth, and the desire itself, what attracts us. So the place where we have Venus describes the things that we are attracted to, and what we show to attract others to. So that could be about a situation, a person, a thing. It's not only about love, you know. So Venus, Libra, it's about beauty, but it's more in a concept, because in Taurus we saw about it, that is linked with arts too, but it's more like arts we can produce with our hands. In Libra, it's more about an art gallery, or appreciate the decoration of a place, or a painting, but appreciating the painting. So Libra, it's about the contact one to one, you know. It's about the relationship with others. Here in Leo, we have this consciousness about ourselves, the self. In Libra appears the other one. So the connection, a relationship, it's something that it's represented by Libra. The balance, the harmony, the accord, the agreement with other people. So I think that people that incarnates with the energy of Libra, it is linked with justice, and we know that human justice doesn't operate the best way, but divine justice really operates, and justice is actually something that it's always nivelating, like things, energy is always operating in a way that we are having back what we pulled before. That is the law of cause and effect. That is the law of karma. So Libra represents that. The high frequency of Libra, I think it's people that has a really good taste. They are very good at appreciating art and expressing beauty, you know, like with the decoration or with other things, you know. They are there are people that know how to mediate between people that are in disagreement. So the low frequency, I think it is about being condescendent, you know, just to act out, to like others without expressing their own truth, even if that truth it's not very nice, you know. It's a more like a raw truth, and I think that's the low frequency of Libra. So now we got to Scorpio, and this is the fixed energy of water, and I didn't tell you, but Cancer represents a lake when we are talking about water. So Scorpio represents a swamp. It's like the dirty water, and its regent is the old one is Mars, and the actual is Pluto. Pluto, it's a planet which is linked to destruction. It's like the one that comes to break our barriers in order to illuminate. It breaks the barriers that are preventing us from keeping evolving. So Scorpio, it's an energy which is linked to death, to sexuality, the fusion, the time we are fusioning with someone, and you know, sharing our energies in a very profound way. It is about the shadow and the unconscious things we don't want to see because they are taboo or because they bring pain. So a therapist, it's something very from a Scorpio. It is represented by Scorpio. So it's important to say that the high frequency, I think, about these people, they are very good readers. You know, they read people and they can see their shadows almost instantly. They have this gift. They are people that can be very good at sharing a very tough moment with other people, and to walk by their side without feeling overwhelmed when they are going through a process of transformation, very tough. But I think the low frequency could be they use all these shadows to manipulate. This could be a low frequency of Scorpio, using this gift, but no, in a very good way, in a beneficial way for others. Or it could be this feeling of remember everything that what people did wrong to them, or obsessions, possessiveness, and this they share with Taurus, because they are complementary energies, and every energy has its complementary. Sagittarius is the energy that comes after Scorpio, so this is like the light, the party is here. Actually, the parties are things that are linked to Sagittarius, because it's about joy. Its regent, it's the mutable sign of fire, and its regent is Jupiter. Jupiter always wants to look for the sense of the things, and everything that Jupiter touches expands it. So Sagittarius, its energy of expansion, it is about knowledge, but in a profound way. If Gemini opened many windows to many ideas, Sagittarius goes one way. It's the arrow of fire, a river. It's representing, because it's unidirectional, by Sagittarius too, and travel overseas, travel to far countries, knowing far places. It is about Sagittarius, the exploration, the adventurous things, and this thing of the joy. It is linked to Sagittarius too. Indiana Jones, it's a very good symbol for this sign. So I think the high frequency, of course, is the joy. I think they are in the high frequency optimistic people, and they are masters. The energy is about being a master. So the high frequency of Sagittarius is being a master and to transmit the knowledge they had. They are incarnated for that. But the low frequency could be fanatisms, stay in one place, and that it's difficult to open to new ideas or open to new things that they don't know, for example. That could be the low frequency of Sagittarius. Let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn, it's an energy that it's the cardinal of Earth. So they are the initiators of Earth. Its regent, it's Saturn, and Saturn, it's a very tough master. The place in where we have Saturn, it's the place that we have to learn about responsibility, about patience, about taking accountability, about putting effort, and we have to learn about frustration in that place too. So it's a very tough master, and the old astrology call it like a maleficent, but I don't think at all this thing, because Saturn, actually, it's a tough master, but the product that it leaves after a transit of Saturn, or I think it's very solid. We can really construct things, but Saturn shows us the limits on the material plane. The energy of Capricorn, it's about the ascending of the mountain. It's about putting the effort step by step in order to get to the top, and this energy has the consciousness of the patience that we have to obtain in order to create in the material plane, in order to get where we want. So I think the high frequency of the people that incarnates the energy of Capricorn has to do with they are very hard workers. They have this patience and the perseverance to keep building something in order to get where they want. They are good leaders too, because Capricorn, it's an energy that is linked with leaders. but I think the low frequency could be, they could turn very ambitious, and they could turn like obsessed with new goals, and maybe never, nothing is enough, never feeling enough with what they are obtaining. So we are going to Aquarius. So I said that Capricorn is about the ascending of the mountain. So when we are in the top, we jump to the void, and that moment it's represented by Aquarius. Is the jumping into the void. Aquarius is the fixed energy of air, and its old regent is Saturn, and its new regent is Uranus. And Uranus, it's a planet about liberation, about sudden change, about technology, about the cosmic mind, the connection, the interconnection between all the beings, and that everything is interconnected. Aquarius, of course, has all this energy, and it's about seeing the things from a high view, a high point of view. And it's about the Wi-Fi, for example. It's something very Aquarian, because it's something that connects us all. But to talk with somebody in social media, it's more something from Gemini. So Aquarius are the visionaries, the people that has this vision of the future, and some of them are not the comprehended ones at their time. So I think the high frequency of people that are incarnated with this energy could be that they are original, they are authentic. They could have very creative ideas and new ones that are a transgression for the system or the time they are living. But the low frequency could be that they are very cold and detached, and they could turn that energy into that attitude of I don't care about nothing, anything. Of course, that's the low frequency, and being that spirit of rebellious about everything. That is not the good energy of Aquarius, because Saturn, it's included. Aquarius is an energy that comes after Capricorn, so it includes the structure. It doesn't disguise the structure. It includes this. So the real transgression, it's not about leaving behind responsibility. Okay, so we got to the final sign, which is Pisces. And Pisces is this energy, it's the mutable energy of water. It is represented by the sea, and Pisces, its regent, it's Neptune, and Neptune, it's a planet that is linked with the symbols, the things that dissolves all the limits and show us that we are all connected, but not in the way that Aquarius told us before, that we are interconnected and we have this this communication of the cosmic mind. Pisces is like we are one, and we are feeling like we are one. And there's no limit between us. You are me, and I am you. And is this unconditional love? It's the fount itself. So that's why it's represented by the sea, because it's something that it's infinite. So Neptune represents all of these things, and it's about the oniric plane too, the music. I explained this in the video about music too. the symbols, the poetry, all of these things are linked to Neptune and to Pisces. So films are things that are represented by the energy of Pisces too. And I think the high frequency that the people with this energy incarnates could be they are very empathic. They can feel what others feel, so they could be very compassive and helping people actually, and very sensitive to channeling things through arts, or channelers. They are very good channelers too in general. But the low frequency could be that this empathy could turn them people without healthy boundaries, or that they put aside themselves in order to help others. And I already explained that this is an egoistic action actually. And the victimization could be the low frequency of this energy. So okay, people, thank you everybody. I will end the video here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao ciao.